When I put on my futurist glasses, I can see that there are so many jobs that are going to be automated within the next 5 or 10 years, and also futurists. So in a few years, everybody can actually predict the future, and we have algorithms that can say with a high accuracy what is going to happen. And therefore, I think it's way more important for me to teach you and everybody else here at the conference to predict the future and to be able to navigate in the future. And saying, okay, what are the trends that are going to influence me and my company? Like the trends that we call hard trends. So the conditions for the future, where we say, okay, I'm really sure that this is going to happen in the future, and therefore I have to take into account and say, okay, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for my company? And what does that mean that I have to be really, really good at in 5 or 10 years?
So how often does that happen, that the company, when they ask you to come there, that they say that, okay, you tell me the future?
Yes.
Because obviously that's not what you are doing. You want to teach the people to predict your future by themselves. Isn't it?
Yeah. But today there are a lot of people who actually know about disruption, know about singularity and all these different technologies that are coming. But there are not that many people who actually know what to do about it. And after my keynote, I had a couple of guys come here and say, thank you for saying everything that I was thinking about. I just couldn't put it into words. Like the thing with the waves, that hard trends are like big waves that are coming, and that we need to learn how to surf these waves and navigate in them. And looking at the future like this big ocean where we can't start to drink all the water to get to the bottom, but that we have to actually build boats, learn how to surf in order to navigate. And just accept that, okay, this is an open ocean and it's very complex. The future is very complex with all this technology that we have. So
yeah, obviously. But then there's these hard trends which are like everybody can predict those. Yeah, it's cool.
But the hard trends are very different for you to me. So if I am a startup company in technology, it might be different hard trends that are going to influence me than you if you are a nurse or a doctor.
Yeah.
So it's very important that all of us practice this or train this futurist muscle, that we can say, okay, when I look out into the future, what are the trends that I think are very important? We want to win the Nobel Peace Prize. So before we die, we have to win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay.
And that's because we've taught a lot of people all over the world to predict the future and navigate in the future. So our business model right now is that we're trying to disrupt ourselves, because for a lot of years we've been running around, standing on stages, selling our bodies and getting people to laugh and sing and dance, and all that. But we know that I'm going to give birth in a couple of months, so I can't really do that. So we need to think about, okay, what can our business model be? So right now we're doing a lot of adaptive learning with a cool company called Area 9, where we have a lot of different algorithms who can actually predict, okay, what do you need to learn? How are you doing with this material? So we're doing all our material, all our futurist methods and skills, we're putting them online for people to practice themselves. We normally say that we're like knowledge societies, and I think that's a shame, because we have knowledge all over the world today, and knowledge is a global commodity today with all the platform economy and so on. So I think the Nordic countries, if we don't really start to do something different, we're going to be run over by a lot of free agents from all over the world. Now I think it's so cool to see that here in Helsinki and in the Tallinn and Riga, there's a lot going on in the startup communities. And that people, especially young people, are starting to see that, okay, I have to live and work for a very long time, and therefore it's very important for me that I have this employability, that I can actually go out and start my own company. So I think it's going to be crucial for us that we teach all our young people to be able to start a company, do something, create themselves.